All right, so today we're diving into AskAiko.
Oh, okay.
Have you heard about this?
I have heard about this. Yeah, this is the
The first ever?
Filipino AI assistant.
Yeah, and early access is already live.
Oh, wow.
As of December 30th, 2024.
Okay, so this is coming up quick.
Yeah, full launch is just days away.
Wow.
January 7th, 2025. So
Big
we're ringing in the
news.
new year with a
tech bang.
tech bang. Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
What's really capturing my attention with this one is just the potential impact.
Right.
You know, this could be a game changer, especially when we consider, the current landscape in the Philippines.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
Yeah.
What's got everyone buzzing is that whole first ever Filipino AI thing.
Right.
What makes this launch so significant, and how could it revolutionize things?
Well, that's the fascinating part, is that it appears that AskAiko's capabilities are pretty impressive, from what I've gathered.
Right, boy.
This AI can write essays, it can summarize lengthy articles.
Wait, hold on.
And
Summarizing articles.
help you find the perfect vacation spot.
That's something I could use.
Yeah, right?
But, like, how does that even work?
Yeah.
Is it actually reading and understanding?
Well, that's where it gets really interesting.
Okay.
AskAiko uses a sophisticated form of machine learning,
Okay.
which allows it to process and understand information from a really wide range of sources,
Huh.
including sources written in Tagalog.
Cool.
So imagine like a student
Right.
using AskAiko to understand, complex academic papers,
Yeah.
or a business professional and getting, quick summaries of market reports.
So it's not just convenience.
Right.
It's accessibility, too.
Absolutely.
Making information easier to digest for everyone.
Exactly. And this accessibility could be especially impactful in the Philippines,
Right.
where language can sometimes be a barrier to accessing information and technology.
That's a good point. And here's another thing that caught my eye.
Okay.
Early access users can already share AskAiko with others. It's like having a VIP pass to the future of AI.
It's a clever strategy, no doubt.
Yeah.
By allowing those early adopters to spread the word,
Mm-hmm.
they're essentially turning their user base into this marketing force.
Right.
It generates buzz and builds anticipation for the full public launch.
Not to mention, gives them a chance to collect valuable user feedback
Yeah.
and iron out any kinks
Yeah.
before the wider rollout. So it's almost like a beta test on a massive scale.
Precisely. And for the users, it creates a sense of exclusivity,
Yeah.
being part of something groundbreaking.
But let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Right.
The real test comes with the public launch, January 7th, 2025.
Yeah.
That's when AskAiko steps onto the global stage.
Absolutely.
And that raises a critical question.
Okay.
How will AskAiko measure up against the existing AI assistants?
Right.
Does its Filipino focus truly set it apart?
That's the million-dollar question.
Yeah.
We know there are already, plenty of AI assistants out there
Oh, yeah.
vying for our attention.
So what makes AskAiko unique?
Well, one thing that jumps out to me is that its potential to cater to the specific needs and nuances of the Filipino market.
Oh, interesting.
Think about things like understanding Filipino humor slang and cultural references.
So it's not just about translating Tagalog.
Right.
It's understanding the culture itself.
Exactly.
Wow.
And that could be a significant differentiator. Imagine an AI assistant that can seamlessly navigate the complexities of Filipino culture while offering that same level of functionality as its global counterparts.
That would be impressive.
Okay.
But how would that translate into tangible benefits for users?
Well, think about it. A Filipino entrepreneur could use AskAiko to draft business proposals that resonate with local investors. Or a student could get help with research papers that incorporate Filipino perspectives.
Okay.
It opens up a whole new world of possibilities.
So it sounds like AskAiko could be more than just a tool.
Yeah.
It could be a bridge connecting Filipinos to information opportunities and each other in a way that wasn't possible before.
That's a powerful thought.
Yeah.
And it speaks to the broader potential of AI to not only make our lives easier, but also to enrich them culturally.
That's a great point.
Right.
So while the whole AI revolution might sound a bit cliche, it seems like AskAiko could actually be a catalyst for some significant changes.
Sure.
Especially in the Philippines.
I agree. And it will be interesting to see how those changes unfold in 2025 and beyond.
All right, before we get too carried away with the future,
Right.
let's bring it back to the present.
Yeah.
Early access is live. The full launch is imminent.
Yep.
What should our listener be doing right now?
Head over to AskAiko's website,
There you go.
https.askaiko.com. That's the best place to really get a firsthand look at everything that AskAiko can do.
Yeah.
They've got demos, FAQs, even a blog where they dive into some of the more technical aspects.
Okay, so that's https.askaiko.com.
Yep.
For anyone who wants to kind of explore further.
Yeah.
I got to ask, I was digging through these sources, and I noticed they talk about AskAiko helping people achieve their New Year's resolutions.
Okay.
Is that just clever marketing, or is there something more to that?
Well, it's certainly a smart way to connect with people on a personal level, you know?
Right.
New Year's resolutions are all about self-improvement, setting goals, and striving for, a better version of ourselves.
And who wouldn't want a little AI assistance with that?
Exactly. Imagine using AskAiko to help you break down those ambitious goals into manageable steps, track your progress, or even find resources to support your journey.
Okay. I'm starting to see the appeal.
Yeah.
But let's
Sure.
play devil's advocate for a moment.
Okay.
Is there a risk of becoming too reliant on AI?
Right.
Could AskAiko inadvertently stifle our own creativity or problem-solving abilities?
That's a valid concern, and it's crucial to remember that AI tools like AskAiko are meant to augment our capabilities, not replace them.
Right.
It's about finding that right balance. Yeah.
Using AI to handle those, tedious or repetitive tasks so we can focus on the things that require those uniquely human skills.
Okay.
Like critical thinking and innovation.
So it's not about letting AI do the thinking for us.
Right.
It's about using it as a tool to enhance our own thinking.
Precisely. It's about empowering ourselves to be more efficient, more productive, and ultimately more fulfilled.
Okay, that makes sense. But let's zoom out a bit.
Sure.
AskAiko might be the first Filipino AI assistant, but it's certainly not the first AI assistant on the market.
Right.
So how does it fit into this bigger picture of the AI landscape?
That's an important question, and I think AskAiko's entry into the market really signifies this broader trend we're seeing.
Okay.
The localization and personalization of AI.
What do you mean by that?
We're moving away from these generic one-size-fits-all AI solutions towards tools that are tailored to specific cultural contexts and needs.
So it's not just about translating languages, it's about understanding those cultural nuances.
Yeah. Humor. Even social etiquette.
Exactly. And this shift towards cultural sensitivity is crucial for ensuring that AI is truly inclusive and accessible to everyone. It's no longer about imposing a single dominant worldview through technology, but rather using AI to celebrate and amplify diverse perspectives.
That's a really interesting point.
Yeah.
Makes me wonder, could AskAiko become a model for other AI developers who are looking to create these culturally relevant tools for their own communities?
Absolutely. I think AskAiko's success could pave the way for, a new generation of AI assistants that are more attuned to the unique needs and aspirations of people around the world.
It's almost like we're witnessing the birth of a new kind of AI.
Yeah.
One that's not just intelligent, but also culturally aware.
That's a great way to put it, and it raises a fascinating question. How will this cultural awareness shape the future of AI?
Wow.
Will we see AI assistants that can not only help us with, our daily tasks, but also help us understand each other better, bridge cultural divides, and foster a sense of global connection?
Those are some big questions and ones that we'll likely be grappling with for years to come.
For sure.
But I have to say, it's exciting to think about the possibilities.
It is, and it underscores the importance of having conversations like this, where we can explore the potential benefits and challenges of AI in a nuanced and thoughtful way.
Speaking of thoughtful exploration,
there's
one more thing I wanted to touch on.
Sure.
The source material mentions that AskAiko is built on a foundation of ethical considerations.
Right.
What exactly does that mean in the context of AI development?
Yeah, it seems like every time you turn around, there's another headline about AI ethics.
Right.
So it's great that they're thinking about this from the get-go.
It's definitely encouraging. Building AI ethically means considering things like potential biases, ensuring data privacy, promoting transparency in how the AI makes decisions. Okay, that makes sense. But how do you actually put those principles into practice?
Right.
Is it more about the way the AI is programmed or the data it's trained on?
It's both, actually.
Okay.
So on the programming side, it's about designing algorithms that are fair and unbiased.
Right.
So that the AI, isn't perpetuating existing societal inequalities.
So like making sure the AI isn't more likely to recommend a certain job to a man than a woman.
Exactly.
Just because of the data it was trained on.
Right. And on the data side, it's about, carefully selecting and curating training data that's representative of the diverse population that the AI is meant to serve.
It's almost like creating a digital citizen.
That's a really insightful way to think about it. And just like raising a child.
Yeah.
It requires, ongoing attention guidance and adjustments as the AI learns and evolves.
So it's not a one-and-done thing.
Right.
Even after AskAiko launches, the developers are going to have to keep a close eye on it. Make sure it stays on the ethical track.
And that's where user feedback becomes incredibly valuable.
Okay.
The more people that are using AskAiko and sharing their experiences, the better equipped the developers will be to identify and address any of those ethical concerns that might arise.
It's like a continuous learning process for both the AI and the people behind it.
Exactly.
But let's be realistic for a second.
Okay.
Developing ethical AI sounds great in theory.
Sure.
But is it truly achievable in practice?
That's the million-dollar question.
Right.
There are definitely challenges, especially when you consider the complexities of human behavior and the ever-evolving nature of technology.
Even with the best intentions, there's always that possibility of unintended consequences.
Precisely. And that's why it's so important to have, these open and honest conversations about AI ethics, to acknowledge those risks.
Yeah.
And to work collaboratively to mitigate them.
So it's not about pretending that we have all the answers. It's about asking the right questions.
Yeah.
And constantly striving to do better.
Well said. And ultimately, it's about remembering that AI is a tool.
Right.
And like any tool, it can be used for good or for ill.
Yeah.
It's up to us as a society to ensure that AI is developed and deployed in a way that benefits humanity as a whole.
So it's not just about the tech itself.
Right.
It's about the values we embed in it.
Yeah.
And the choices we make about how to use it.
Exactly. And that's a responsibility we all share.
Right.
Whether we're AI developers, policymakers, or just, everyday users.
It's a lot to think about. But that's kind of the point of these deep dives, right?
Absolutely.
To get beyond the headlines and really grapple with the complexities of these emerging technologies.
Absolutely. And as we wrap up our exploration of AskAiko, I encourage you to continue thinking about these issues.
Yes.
Engage in those conversations with others and stay informed about the latest developments in AI ethics.
And if this deep dive has piqued your curiosity, don't forget to visit AskAiko's website. It's https://askaiko.com.
Yep.
They've got a ton of information on there about the AI, its capabilities, and their commitment to ethical development.
This is an exciting time to be alive.
It is.
With AI rapidly evolving and reshaping our world, it's up to all of us to ensure that this technological revolution leads to a future where everyone benefits.
Well, on that note of cautious optimism, we'll wrap up this deep dive into the world of AskAiko.
Sounds good.
Thanks for joining us on this journey of discovery. And until next time, stay curious.